Hey guys, we're gonna do this a little bit funky fresh. This is gonna be like the very opening beginning part. So Colton, you don't know about this. You don't know this about me, but Greg and I play games together sometimes when you're not around.
Are they like hide something up somewhere?
Yeah, hide the dick in the butt. Yeah. So anyway, but Greg actually calls this game. He says, "Hey, do you want to play a game?" And I don't think we ever came up with a name for it other than what I would say, which was, "I'm gonna put this in your mouth," is what we call it. It's not.
I've played this game.
Okay, so you have played this game.
Yeah, and
okay.
Okay, so most of the time it's good.
So
most of the time I trust him.
No. So this
sometimes.
So Greg will be coming in here just a second. Whenever we say Greg, come in here right now, the second. So basically, the point of this game is Greg says, "Hey, open your mouth and close your eyes." Which, first of all, I've heard that in public before. I was the one.
In public?
I was the one saying it.
Oh, okay.
And the children are on the playground, but that's none of your business, dude. Anyway, so, Greg, whenever you're ready, you can yell the secret phrase, and we'll do what you tell us to do.
Okay.
So,
play a game?
No, yell. Open your mouth. Close your eyes.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, do it.
Open your mouth. Close your eyes.
If I throw up, dude.
You gotta lean your head back more, though. Yeah, well, I wasn't talking to you. You were back pretty far. All right, hold.
Hold on.
We're gonna do it at the same time here.
Did you show the camera what it was?
Not yet. I mean, they won't really know what it is necessarily.
Ow!
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, I know what it is.
Are you sure?
Yep. 100%.
Is it Captain Crunch?
No, it's Cinnamon Toast Crunch, but it's like a weird
Cinnamon
version
Toast
of it.
Yeah, it's a version of it.
It's not the churro one. Dude, I literally
Captain
saw
Crunch.
this at
What's
the
Captain
store.
Crunch? Yeah, cinnamon. You're right.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch. The taste you can see.
No, I forgot.
Dude, isn't it like like toast?
I know what it is. It's
Marshmallow?
Do you want me to say it?
Yeah.
Dulce de leche.
Oh, I wouldn't have gotten that. That's good.
So,
Ooh,
yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks, Greg. Hey, share. Greg likes to try new things.
Greg, everybody.
Thanks, Greg. He likes to try new things from the store, and he also likes to then play that game. You want to play a game, and close your mouth, open your eyes.
Yeah.
No. Close your eyes, open your mouth.
Close your eye. What did you say? Close your mouth,
Close
open your
your
eyes.
Like,
That's what you're supposed to say to because this one's going rectally.
welcome into the Really Randumb podcast. I'm Colton Pettyjohn. That's Drew Bolden, baby.
He's openly gay.
Drew Bolden.
Dude, I still can't believe how like energetic and how pumped that got me.
Oh, dude, I was so hyped for that.
And I added the smoke. I thought that would be cool. I should have added fireworks. I should have opened my mouth, closed my eyes. What was it? What did we just do?
Why does that song, the song that you played though, why does that always get anything more pumped than, you know what I mean? There are some of those songs that like you can take a circumstance and it's like, okay. And then you put that song on or whatever song and it takes it to a ho naba laba.
I knew as soon as you said that. Also, whenever you said circumstance, do you want to know what I thought you were
I
gonna
know
say?
exactly what you thought. And before we go there, Mom, Dad, Gwendolyn DeVere, I love you. Patrick, all the everyone's.
Dougie, Lisa, Taylor.
Please, really, honestly, if you didn't learn from the last episode, please don't watch this. Because we went to places in the last episode that I don't think I ever thought we would go.
We actually went to places that a lot of people in a wheelchair can't go.
Jesus! Why do we always... We're already starting off in uncomfortable waters.
You know what?
It's fine.
We're taking steps. That
All right.
Sorry. No, but last time, look, I say a lot of things where I want to stick some foot in my mouth. I'll just keep it at that.
Okay.
And then later. But if you don't already know what my sense of humor is or what I'm going to say, or let me see, how should I word this? Basically what I'm saying is I'm not going to apologize for being silly because that's who I am. Probably should have apologized to Colton because he didn't know that I was going to leave some of those things in.
Yeah, but
I mean,
fine.
at this point, you kind of already know where my sense of humor is. It's very dark toned, so
yeah, and you know, like
I don't mean literally
Yeah.
anything I say.
and,
Colton,
and
I
that's
love
the
you.
thing. That's okay. Hey,
Oh,
that's the thing with comedy. Is
push
you
the boundaries.
you should be able to push the boundaries and make fun of things and joke about things that obviously you're not gonna mean. Like if you meant them, then I don't really think it's a joke.
Did you get this for me?
Yeah, just for
You're
you.
so sweet.
So
I don't want you to be dead. Sorry, I just completely ruined our inertia or kinetic or Klondike
Velocity.
bar. Hey, seriously though, I always want to know this answer from everybody, but more importantly you, because you're important to me for some reason.
oh,
What
for some reason.
would you do for a Klondike bar? Is there anything you wouldn't do?
I've never had a Klondike
Yeah,
bar.
they're honestly a little bit eh.
Really?
Yeah. Well, that's not true. I lied. I'm such a liar. I never lie. But there are some Klondike bars that have like Heath in it and Butterfingers.
yeah.
I should have kept Greg in on this one, but dude,
What would I
Klondike
do
bars?
for a Reese's Klondike bar? I would
Ooh.
probably
Oh no. Can you say it without going to jail?
I yes.
Oh, okay.
I would I could put salt around an and lick it off.
Huh. But you already do that.
Rimming. And then
Hey, we clapped at the same time. That
and
was
then
fun.
after I would do that, I'd be like, you know what? Honestly, I don't.
I don't really need. I was about to say what I wanted to say was you would do that even if it wasn't for anything. That's just one of your hobbies. You actually put that on your resume for your new job. You were like, I love hiking. I love getting my steps in and being annoying in front of my friend, and I also love rimming. And they were like, oh, do you own an auto parts shop? You're like, no,
No.
just like
So basketball. No. So so the
got it.
Grand Canyon, you like to go to the Outer Rim.
oh.
No.
No. Here, why don't I just show you? And then after that, he's like, well, you're definitely hired.
And
of course, it's a
when
man.
can you start?
Yeah.
Um,
And when can you do that again for me? I can lock my door from the inside.
So one of the questions that I was going to ask, because
Well, what I would do for a Klondike bar is...
what would you do?
you're going to have to bleep this out.
What would
Are you
do?
ready?
For
For
a Klondike bar.
I would murder...
Oh. All right. I'm definitely going to focus on this episode. Really going to test me.
Woo! Hey, if you want to know what I said, Instagram me at boldyjeans.com / No, wait, that's it.
Really random. So, I've always wondered this question: society is a weird place, and we make things that are not like there are some things that are appropriate, and literally like a one sentence or one word off is not appropriate. You know where I'm going here? So like,
Okay.
So my main example is, why is it wildly appropriate or accepted to pee into a pool,
I know where you're going with this.
but you can't actually
pee
pee when you're inside of a pool,
Also, peeing in the pool.
but then when you get outside of the pool and peeing in it,
Yeah.
what
pee
is the
into.
actual difference?
Right?
Yeah, so peeing in a pool when
Yes.
you're in the pool,
Yes.
as opposed to getting out and peeing into the
Into
pool.
it. Okay, well, you said it backwards
Yeah, well,
the first time. But yes, I don't know. And also,
it's literally the same thing.
that's true. I guess because like the water is a buffer or something. And it also depends on if there's children around.
I guess that's true.
But if you went to a kiddie pool and peed into it, now that would be hilarious. And also, I would help you pay your bail
I was
bond.
about to say you would be registered.
You want to know how stupid I am I mean, you already know. You go, I don't know where this is going to go. But I'm Spitty again, sorry. I thought that this isn't going to be funny. But when I was younger, you guys know that I'm a little bit stupid. And if you didn't know, then you haven't watched this show enough. But anyway, I used to think Barry Bonds was related to bail bonds. And I'm not even trying to be funny. I'm just a slow impervious.
For some reason that doesn't surprise me. So why is it okay? When I was, I don't know, 7 years old and I played baseball, it was very much okay for when you hit the ball or you hit a home run or you stole a base or whatever, that the coach would congratulate you with a slap on the ass.
Yeah.
Why isn't it okay to grab a 7-year-old's ass and squeeze it?
Well,
it's the same thing, like slapping and squeezing. What's the difference? I just don't understand where you draw the line.
Guys, Colton is trying to say that he's going to court in a couple days because...
And I'm really trying to plead my case right now.
We need all the evidence.
It's the same, right? Right?
Well, the problem with yours is when you squeezed, you would...
Oh, no. No, but
that's how I did it.
So you brought up a good one beforehand.
Oh. I did?
Yeah. So you said, why is it okay for a girl to call you fat?
Oh, yeah.
But it's not okay if you call a girl fat.
I mean, I do anyway.
Well,
I wouldn't say it to her fat little face, but I think I would just say it like to you.
Well, yeah. I mean, of course you would, but everyone does that.
I also say sorry.
There are just some things. I don't know.
Is it
society,
a male,
it feels
female?
like we draw a line in weird places.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah. Is it well, I guess this goes along the line of like, is it because like women, of course, want equality. I want equality, and I'm not a woman. What? Mm-hmm. But there's some things like that where I don't think that society is ready for because it just is deemed unfair or whatever. But like the whole, when I take a lady out on a date, I need to pay for it fully. Right. But
we're getting closer on that. I definitely think we're closer on that.
Did I skip ahead of you? Did I skip?
No.
Oh.
Because I don't think that is. I think there are some people that still have that mindset. Mm-hmm. But I mean, I've dated a lot of women. I mean, a lot
Brag.
of women.
Did they know that you were there?
Most of them.
Were you
just knocking outside their window?
You were just in the booth. You were in the booth next to them. You were like, "Yeah, we're on a date, but she hasn't said much to me."
Yeah, and she keeps going like,
and she keeps
touching my neck.
She keeps telling the waiter like, "Is that guy staring at me?"
But I've been on several dates where, the girl will pay or
Mm-hmm.
Or we'll switch off. Like if we are dating or in a relationship, mm-hmm. We'll go back and forth. So we are progressing in a direction where it is a little more, back and forth when it comes to males and females. But I was just thinking. I guess I don't have a whole lot of other examples, but I just felt like there are quite a few things that, like, as society, we draw the line right there, but mm-hmm. right on the other side of the line, it's pretty close.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, but that's okay.
But
this that's isn't. Not.
Yeah.
And why?
I guess I took it in a different direction, but I still want to go back to my direction. We could go into yours mm-hmm. in the one direction. Mm-hmm. Well, I was gonna do the whole like use their names as puns again, but I didn't.
Yeah, that's great.
But I can't think of anything. Let's just keep going in the Zane direction.
Okay.
With yours, I think you mean like a sentence can be vastly different if location is important, and also I guess one word can change. Especially, what's that one thing with the grandpa thing? Like, let's eat, comma, grandpa. But then if you take the comma out, cannibalism.
Let's eat grandpa.
Yeah. Which would you ever try human flesh again?
I don't.
You think? Would you eat that before you got the Klondike bar,
dude? I'm weird.
I bet it tastes like chicken.
I'm weird about like cheese that is a day older than it's supposed, the last day. So I don't know if I could do human.
You can't do a human?
No. Just
Of
pigs
the Lord.
and hogs.
Oh, nice.
Hogs.
Did I tell you? Well, hogs are a little more aggressive, especially when they're
Just
wild
pigs
too.
and hogs and
What a great
pork.
a great movie, Wild Hogs.
Oh,
Dude, what was
no.
it that one time you go? Someone was talking about the the biker gang movie, and I was like, they were like trying to think of like Sons of Anarchy or something. And I was like, oh yeah, Wild Hogs, and you died laughing, and nobody else laughed, and I was like, guys, I'm fucking kidding around. All right, I clearly know that that is the movie you're talking about, and I don't know why Colton's laughing. But wait, I want to get back to the whole. This wasn't at all what we were going to talk about, but let's talk about society and where we are in it.
Okay.
Will you join me?
I'm here.
All right. Let's take a trip on our favorite rocket ship, flying through the sky. Little night sky. I thought it was Little Night Sky.
Little Einsteins. That's the name
What
of
is
the
that?
show. Little Einstein.
Oh, it's from a show. I actually don't think I knew that.
Little Night Sky.
I thought it was like my little nice guy. Like it was talking about a
Little
puppy.
Night
Like it
Sky.
was talking about a puppy or something.
I thought you said Night Sky. I was
Oh,
like,
I did. That's what I meant. Yeah,
Oh.
Night Sky. I don't know. Into the little night sky. I don't know.
into the little night sky,
That makes
sky.
sense. There any other lyrics like that you probably don't know or different?
I have no idea.
I mean, there's.
a ton.
Yeah. Well, even we did the whole. Never mind. No one's gonna know this song. But anyway, I want to talk about equality. This is gonna be fun.
Oh yikes!
So, now, I want everyone to weigh in on this, except for women because they're lesser. I'm kidding. That was 100% the only reason why I wanted to talk about equality. That's not funny. Women, you are there. You are great, and I enjoy their company. Help me get out of this. No, please cut out.
I'm just gonna be quiet.
I knew you were. I knew you were gonna let me.
All right, what do you got?
You were gonna throw me the shovel to dig myself out of this hole.
Okay, so to dig you out of the hole, I do want to. So we've talked about before. We've talked about documentaries. I really like documentaries, and you had that one documentary.
I did want to talk about the equality though.
Hard Body,
but we can talk about it. Yes,
Hands on a
Hard Body. Still, honestly, one of the greatest documentaries I've ever seen out of the two that I've seen.
Yeah. And we can talk about equality, but honestly, equality is not that important, so we can go on.
Right. That's yeah.
But right now, I was on a little jaunt today. I was walking, as I do.
Why is jaunt so fun to say?
don't know.
It really is.
Jaunt.
I was jaunting. Petty jaunt. Come on, dude. It's right there.
Every time. So I was out walking across campus at my work, and
That could be your other podcast. You can have the shitting one and then the running one. Anyway, keep going.
But you know,
Clancy?
there's a bunch of like grass and trees and kind of nature, and a lot of times there have been several times when I'm walking or driving across campus, I've seen little critters, whether or not it's a squirrel or there are little feral cats out there.
Colton's not in college. His work is so big that they literally call it a campus.
Yeah.
He works at Google.
They have deer out there. I've seen snakes. There's all sorts of like a bunch of stuff.
What do you think it was, a snake? Okay, I'm sorry.
And so like when I'm walking, I've heard rustles, and so I need to make sure, because there are snakes, so I do keep my head on a swivel. And it made me think, because I was looking over, I heard stuff, but I couldn't see the animals, and it made me think like, animals do such a good job of hiding in brush and staying out of
Hidden. Out of plain sight.
And
Camouflage, nature's camouflage.
And so I started to wonder, have you ever watched any of like the Our Planet or Earth
Planet
documentaries?
Earth.
Yeah.
I don't know if I ever have actually sat down and watched a full thing.
It's
but
like
I've
an
definitely
episode.
seen, like
They
clips
do.
or episodes.
Yeah.
I haven't watched a full episode, but I've definitely seen parts of episodes.
Okay,
before.
so there are episodes, or there's footage that I like all the time. When I watch this footage, I'm like, how in God's name did they get this footage?
Oh yes, like where they got how they got the photo, how they got the shot.
Yeah, how did they get the shot? How did they follow it that well? How did they? Because like there are critters that they record that I'm like, there's no way that this animal would just be walking about if they knew a human was anywhere close to them.
Like how long they staked out the spot, and and like how do they get those like little ass bugs and shit?
Yeah. Or how long do you have to, as a camera crew?
Yeah.
I want a documentary on a nature documentary crew.
Ooh.
To see like how long that, like what their process is, how long they have to sit out and wait. I know that they probably have some cameras that are stationary and they just set them up and leave.
Like BT. Oh, sure.
But like
remote cameras or some shit.
Remote controlled or whatever. But like there are some like shots that I'm like, I have no idea how you got that.
Yeah, I do like that. I've seen the BTS pictures behind the scenes.
Yeah,
where someone is taking a photo of the photographer, and they're like laying down or whatever. But have you seen the one of that chipmunk that like walks straight up to the camera lens and like reaches out to grab it, and it looks like he's taking a selfie?
No.
So there's one of like, hopefully I can find it, or if I'll try to find it for you since you're going to be editing. But it's like it was either a chipmunk or some animal comes up to the camera and like grabs it and is like looking at it and shit. And there's a picture of the photographer like
oh, that's awesome.
Oh. And so I think that would kind of be how they would get that. But I would love to watch that. I would actually be more interested in that than the actual documentary. I don't care about a fruit fly's mating season.
Well, yeah, that doesn't sound super interesting. But like I actually do enjoy, and there have been times where like if I just want to watch something to relax and just kind of chill, and it's kind of like mindless, like you don't have to keep up with the storyline or whatever. They have on Netflix, they have Our Earth or Our Planet, and then on I think Disney Plus they have like a whole series of a bunch of nature documentaries. And not really documentaries, but like
I like the space ones. Those are more interesting to me than the Earth ones.
I like animals and following like I don't know, like the freaking
African
caribous or
squire. I don't even know what that is. African squire. What there was one that this was the first time I ever actually really got into bears. Because I have this weird thing about bears. Maybe it's just because I'm gay and I'm considered a bear. But but like grizzly bears, I know we've talked about it, like grizzly bears, black bears, whatever, Kodaks, or Kodaks. What are they? Kodaks? It's one of those two.
Yeah, Kodiak.
I either sounded really smart or really insecure at the end. I was like, Kodiak. But is it a Kodak? Which one's the camera?
Kodak.
You're on Kodak. No, that's not even right either.
Candid.
I think it's the Kodiak bear because there's
Kodiak.
Any hoozles, whatever. Mm-hmm. But that would be one I would care about. But I would love to watch a documentary of the what the hell is it called? I lost my train of thought. You can take over.
Great.
I do think that documentary would be more fun and more important to me.
Yeah, I just think that's super interesting. Like how, because
are they wearing diapers? You think they're wearing diapers and shitting in a hole?
Probably something like that. You stake out for a really long time. The lens on those cameras are probably super long. Like
even the one with that little whatever, the one I was just talking about, it looked like an action camera from the sidelines of an NFL football game.
Yeah. So I don't know. I was just randomly thinking about that today, and I thought that was interesting for sure.
Isn't there a documentary of a movie documentary? Like, isn't there a documentary of a movie shot? Something. What's The Room? What is that movie?
Oh,
isn't there a documentary about that shitty movie? Anyway, whatever. It could have kept going on that. I don't remember. I don't know where my glasses are.
I have no
anyway, whatever. This is not as interesting as it was whenever Colton started it. Again, I ruined it.
No.
You know what? So speaking of nature and Kodiak bears, which I'm gonna stick with Kodiak. I think it's Kodiak.
It is Kodiak.
If I had $4, I would bet it on that. Speaking of, I owe you $15. from the last. Actually, I think I owe you more. I was just counting all the fucks that I said. Like I didn't count shit.
No, you did. You counted when you.
I
said
counted a couple times, but
Oh.
I think it was just the F word and then bitch and then I left shit because I don't think shit is that bad of a word.
No, shit's not bad.
I said one time after hearing on the Austin Powers movie, he shat on a turtle. I didn't know that shat was the past tense of shit. I didn't know that. I thought that it was just a different word.
Is it an actual like? Is
Yeah,
shat?
like I shat my pants. Like that's shit. That's past tense of shit.
I didn't know that was actually like the actual. I thought like people like made that up.
No, Colton, seriously, I shat my pants just now. No, it's not. Well, maybe it is. I don't actually know. Let's get a documentary on the word shat.
I think. Yeah, shit. It doesn't sound right. So I think you're probably right.
That's so funny to say. I
shitted my pants.
That's gotta be the title. I shitted
in my pants.
My friend Pax and Chris and me will say we took a shitty. We took a shitty. Well, there was a song that said. Actually, I don't even remember what it was. I think I was just drunk. Probably that makes the most sense at like 2 in the p.m. And I said I just took a shitty in the bed just to be funny. I don't know why I said it. I didn't shitty in my bed. I swear.
Sure.
Okay. Okay, I'll go back to the scary things, like a scary documentary, horror films. That's where I wasn't going to go. But is there anything scarier than letting a tape measure go? Have you ever thought about that? Like
when you wrote this down, I all I read was scarier and tape measure. And all I was thinking is there anything scarier than bringing the tape measure out in front of your girlfriend and showing exactly how long it is? And the answer is no. That's probably the scariest thing because...
well, I thought you were talking about, is there anything scarier than when your parents borrow your tape measure and they go to look at it and there's a notch at a 1/2 inch?
And then there's another notch at 1.5 inches.
Hard.
That's when it's hard.
Well, you're giving me 1.5 inches because that's where the 1/2 inch was for me. It was hard.
You know how they always say, with your belly button, are you an innie or an outie? Well, I'm an innie when it comes to my pants.
Whenever we were growing up, we thought that meant dick. Yeah. And we're like, man, I'd really like to have an outie. And people thought we were talking about cars, and they're like, yeah, they're nice. And I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, but also...
Or what if I did have one?
But also, can you see your penis?
Like, hey, let's... On a weird... Hypothetically, none of us could see our dick. Can you see yours?
No, but can you actually...
Can you please show me yours? That's what I would do for a Klondike bar.
Oh.
Call back. I laughed too hard and I blacked out. I should stop drinking. Oh man, yes. But seriously, whenever
Yes.
you're helping someone with a tape measure and they let go, you're like, and it's going. You're like,
yeah.
Ah.
But it never actually.
No, it never gets
hurts.
Close. It did hit me one time in the fingy.
Unless you're holding it like this,
like
at the end of the, you're like, here, this is where it's supposed to come back.
What if you did and it did hurt and it lacerated your anus, your finger off,
yeah,
and then you died, dude? What are we talking about anymore?
Okay, wow, that really took a turn.
I don't know why I just thought of this, but what if? Never mind. This is not gonna be. I'm gonna give up on it. Okay. I was thinking that what if somebody, like, say I held it and you took the tape measure. This is gonna suck. So just die on this horse with me, okay? Is that the phrase? What is it? Die on this horse?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's it.
I'm gonna go down on the horse. What is it? What is it?
Literally not even close.
What is this? I'm gonna die on this horse.
Die on this hill.
Oh. But anyway, so die on this horse with me. So you take the tape measure. What if this is gonna suck? This is gonna suck so hard that I'm willing to keep going. Okay.
All right.
What are you doing?
I'm here.
Why are you
holding it?
Oh, you're holding it. Okay. Well, what if this is gonna suck? Okay. So what if you take it and you were mad at me for some reason that I called you a fat little pig or something that I normally do, which you would laugh at anyway.
Pig.
You fat pig. Great video. And this is not good. I just want you all to know that what's about to happen is not
Just
going to be
commit
any
to it.
good. Okay, here we go. Ready? Be in this with me. So you have it. What if that wouldn't make sense. Physics doesn't work on this. Okay. So imagine that a gun has a trigger backwards, okay? And you wanted to kill me, so you let go of this and put it against the trigger, and the trigger pulled and it shot me. That was where I was going with this. It makes no sense, dude.
That's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
But when I said, that's why I was like, the trigger doesn't make sense.
I have those kind of thoughts too, and you know what I do?
You don't say.
I keep them to myself. Because I'm like, wow, if I say this, everyone's going to think I'm a fucking idiot. And that's what I love about Drew is he says those things that I'm thinking that and then he'll say it and I'll be like, oh, I was thinking that. And I'm really glad I didn't say it. And he's the one that said it.
I think that's the best part about a joke that I knew 100% when I started it was going to bomb. You just out and say it. You pull your pants down. You take the spankings. You say daddy in a high-pitched voice. And you just go for it, you know?
Daddy.
No, you didn't have to do it. No, I would say daddy, yes.
Oh,
please.
okay. Okay.
Wait, shout out real quick. My friend Emily, she messaged me and said, hey, I watched your podcast, latest podcast episode. And my response to be funny is always, oh, I'm sorry. Did you hate it? Haha. Because I know it's good. And and I'm waiting for people to be like, no, it was funny because they're going to say that no matter what. But she didn't. She was like, oh, well, I mean, I wouldn't say I hated it. And I'm like, okay, so she definitely hated it. Oh. No, I don't think she said that. But she did say it was very informative, ... And I went, I don't know what that means.
That's not. You know.
I was like, informative?
When you try to make a comedy podcast and someone says it's informative.
Then we're doing it wrong.
Yeah.
We have no idea what comedy is.
No, we actually don't. We legitimately don't.
Comedy. But, I'm sweating in here. Why did I wear this rain suit?
Okay, so my question is, you had Greg write a couple things down here. How many of these things are Greg's? Because I don't want to shit on it and make fun of some of these because I'm afraid that you wrote them. And okay.
Well, that makes me sad because all the ones that we're showing were mine, and you were like, I can't wait to shit on these. Hopefully these are Greg's. And you're like, and then I scroll down and you go, oh, okay, great. These weren't the ones I was going to shit on. So go ahead, Colton. Pick which one you're about to shit on. Because remember, I told you I wasn't ready. And you were like, well, you're going to be gone.
No, I didn't. I don't. You have great ideas.
Thank you.
Do
you want me to go back down to where Greg's was and then we can go for those? This was a stupid one. I know. The hold music. I get it. Fuck off, Colton. How annoying is the joke of the left Twix and the right Twix? Like, has it run its course, or are you going to pick a side?
It's never been funny.
See, I thought it was funny the first time because they were like, "Oh, I actually like the left," and they went out and interviewed people, and these people were like, "I actually," and they would taste both, and they'd be like, "I actually prefer the left one," or something.
Really?
Yes.
I think,
and then hopefully I'll send you that link too.
What's
I'm sweaty.
I think those social experiments are fun, kind of, because I think you legitimately, if someone tells you, hey, like, basically they kind of not trick you, but like psychologically they kind of make you believe like there is a difference, not asking you, do you taste the difference between the two, but saying like, which one do you like better?
Yeah.
Like, as if there's a difference, even though there's not. It's kind of like the placebo effect.
That's kind of just a genius idea to sell more chocolate. That's what I thought. They were like, and they'd even have like the ones that said left Twix only.
Yes.
And then right.
They still have them.
That's great to me. Yeah. But it's kind of annoying.
And I think it's a great marketing ploy. I just never thought it was funny.
Yeah. I thought, I see.
Like if you think it's funny, either, that's fine. But now, like, the commercials, so initially I was like, okay, I get it. Like, that's interesting. And then they took the commercials and they ran with them and they kept going.
Yeah.
And they did the whole like kind of Willy Wonka like
I saw that the factories they're
and
like
then you like
left Twix only.
shoot it. Yeah. Someone says
Stupid.
they like the left Twix and they shoot them out of the building or whatever. You know?
I didn't see that one.
I'm making it up, but
Oh,
you know,
man.
it's just I don't know. I never
it's-
thought that was
It's
super
good.
funny.
Yeah, it's good marketing because we're talking about it.
It is.
So here you go, Colton. I have this question for you because that sparked this from that. If you had the opportunity to save your dad's life
Okay.
by eating a Kit Kat, would you do it?
I think I've had a nice long relationship with my dad so far. It's been a good ride. I'm good. No, you know what? Kit Kat is one of those things that it's a hill that I died on.
Oh, I thought it was horse.
It's a horse that I
went down
cried on.
I honestly, whenever you started talking, I thought you were gonna go. I think I could eat a Kit Kat. But when you threw in the fact that we had a good run, that was one of those Petty Jacks.
So
Colton hates Kit Kats, and I do not understand.
it's been
that.
a while since I've had a Kit Kat.
Oh man,
And
it was
so-
right there.
Huh?
Yeah,
I know.
You were right there.
But it's I haven't I haven't eaten a Kit Kat in a while, and I remember the last time I ate one, I was like highly overrated, not interested. And it's one of those things that I don't think I ever want to eat because
Again, or just
I don't think I ever want to eat again because A, I didn't like it before, but B, what if I now like it? And
then you can just
no,
admit that
and
you
then
were wrong.
all that shit talking that I did.
So it's
and
a
then everyone
pride thing.
Ah! Yes, it's 100% a pride thing.
See, that's one thing
But I
hate.
actually don't think I would like it. I really don't think I would like it.
That's one thing I hate about Colton is he will never admit when he's wrong. He will die on that horse until he dies on a horse. Or
On that
or
horse.
hopefully he dies by getting trampled by the horse that he went down on or fell off of. And see, Colton, take it from a real mature adult, and I'll let you know when we find one.
Okay, I was like, who?
Take it from me, not what I said earlier applies, but take it from me. Just admit when you're wrong all the time. So when you're right, people are like, wow.
Okay.
The idiot got something right. Well, that hurt. That stings a little bit. But once you hear it 300,000-400,000 times,
Now,
you get used to it.
You know what's weird is I actually, when it comes to relationships,
Oh boy.
I actually do admit, like, when I was wrong.
Well, yeah,
But
you
like-
got divorced.
but
So did the law. They also admitted you were wrong.
They're like, you didn't do this right. Sorry.
I wish that. Is a divorce final whenever they rip up the marriage certificate? That would be hilarious. That's how I would want it to go. They're like, and you are now officially divorced.
No, they send you a divorce decree. I think I still have it somewhere.
Can you? Oh, you got to frame it and hang that up. That's hilarious.
I'm gonna put it right
Yes,
here
can
in
we?
the background.
No, I just got to get divorced.
No.
Not with Taylor because we're not married. She said no.
She said.
Oh, I want to go back to the equality thing. I was going to brag on my lady a little bit. So,
Let's talk about it.
she'll say, now one of my previous exes would say like, "Hey, I'm really hungry. Let's go eat." And I'd be like, "I don't really want to eat." And she's like, "No, I'll order food. It's fine." And I'm like, "Okay." So when someone says, "I'll order food," does that mean they'll pay for it also?
Yes.
That's like if I said, "Hey, Colton, I'm going to go get us Taco Bell." And then you're like, or, the healthy shit that you like, Taco Bueno. And you're like, you like Taco Bueno. You like their party burritos. Don't put me on this horse
Taco
to
Bell's
die.
fine, but Taco Bell is probably my favorite unhealthy taco joint.
Dude, any of the taco joints I 100% love.
Taco
Bueno,
Casa?
Casa,
That's fine.
tacos to go.
What about what is the one?
Oh, there's one I don't like. Cabana. I don't
Cabana.
like.
What?
Yeah, see, I hate that one.
Cabana's good.
They're overrated. It's always been cold when I got the food. But
yeah, well, you were also in a freezer.
I would pick it up and then drive 4 hours home, and then be like, "This is cold. These guys suck."
They
No,
suck.
I forgot what I was going to say. It was back to the back to life, back to reality. Woman, me
She
like
wanted
woman,
to eat.
me like woman.
She wanted to order something.
Oh
and-
yeah, no. If I said like, "Hey Colton, I'm going to order us Taco Bell."
Yes.
Or Bueno, whichever one. Do you like
Jesus
Taco Bueno? Okay. But say I said, let's order Taco Bell. Or no, I said, hey, Colton, I'm going to order us Taco Bell.
Uh-huh.
What do you want? And you'd be like, I want a number 4. Or you could be like Greg and say, I want a number 4, number 5, number 6, number 7. And then I want all 4 drinks of Baja Blast Easy Ice. Do you expect me to pay for it since I said, hey, well, okay, I ruined the argument already. If I said, hey, Colton, I'm buying Taco Bell. No, wait, I ruined it again. Hey, Colton, I want Taco Bell. Do you want anything? I'm going to get Taco Bell. Do you want anything?
Okay. Yes. And then I say yes.
Yes, I do. I'll take a soft taco or something. Like say something. Hold on. I'm changing the argument every single time. What I was trying to say, help me if I'm incorrect here, is, hey, I'm getting us... there we go. I'm getting us Taco Bell or Bueno or Casa or whatever.
Okay.
I'm getting us Taco Bell.
Okay.
What do you want? And you say a number 1 with cheese, no tomatoes or whatever.
Yes.
And then I say, okay, great. And I'm the girl.
Uh-huh.
And then I say, okay, give me your card. Is that right?
No.
Because, correct, right? But if I, the guy said it, I would say, hey, I want Taco Bell. What do you want? And she says number 7, no tomatoes, no pickles, blah, blah, blah. And then I say, hey, give me your card. Why can't I do that?
Yeah.
But that's the whole thing, back to the equality thing. This is probably going to make no sense. But in my head, it's like, you're going to sound so profound.
No, but so for me, if you say, hey, I'm going to go grab dinner, or hey, I'm getting something somewhere, or blah 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 blah, and if you're offering that to someone else,
Yes.
you need, as the person offering it or saying that you're going to get the food or whatever, you need to at least be okay
With paying for it all.
with paying for it.
Yeah. But
And you could say after it's all said and done, okay, hey, yours was $8.59, Venmo me, whatever.
Yeah,
but I like, for me, if I'm going to, I think it's relatively courteous. I don't do it all the time. Sometimes I go grab dinner and I don't ask you if you want anything. But there are a lot of times where I'm like, hey, I'm going to go grab some chilies or whatever.
oh, you literally, I was about to say, you literally did that 2 days ago.
Yeah. Do you want anything? And then when I ask you, I'm okay. Like, it doesn't bother me to pay for you because I know that you've paid for me in the past, and you will probably pay for something of mine.
Not anymore.
Again,
I stopped.
But like, you shouldn't be offering up, hey, I'm going to order us something if it's on your
If it's on the other person's.
You've had a girlfriend in the past do that?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Really?
Yep. Cut this out.
That doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, it shouldn't. It shouldn't. That's the only reason we're not together anymore. I'm kidding. There's a lot of other reasons. It was like, and it was one of these too. It was like, hey, she said, hey, are you hungry? And I was like, nah, I'm not really that hungry. It's fine. And she's like, okay, well, I am. I'm gonna order some pizza. And I was like, okay, great. And she goes, give me your card. And I was like, come on. And I wasn't making a whole hell of a lot of money. And I still ain't. I mean, I got a raise. It's fine.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, let's go. $300 an hour. Just kidding. Can you imagine making that little amount? No. Anyway, I guess what I was trying to say in the whole long run scheme of things, whatever you want to call it, I am all for equality, but there can't be exceptions. You can't be like, I want equality, except if a guy doesn't open a door for me, then it's over. But I like to do that. That is
So
I do that for Taylor all the time. And she's like, "You're so sweet," and then I push her in there. And I'm like, "Get in."
So I think there is a difference between like, equality and like equality and expectation.
Yeah, that actually makes the most sense.
If a guy doesn't open a door for a girl, you are not. In my opinion, I don't think you're really allowed to be upset. But if a guy does open the door for it, for a woman or whoever, then that's just icing on the. That's the man being courteous
sweetener.
or well, yeah. But like that should never. The paying for stuff, opening the door for a person, that should never be an expectation. That should just be like, he's a great guy.
Yeah, he'll do it.
He wants to do this.
Right.
He's willing to do this.
Yeah, and I won't just open the door for a lady. I guess it's a car door thing. You can open your own fucking door.
Yeah.
But like if I'm going into Taco Bell or Taco Bueno or what have you, and someone's behind me, I'm gonna hold the door open and wait for them and smile. But depends on how far away they are, because I don't want to make them jog.
Yeah,
have you ever done that? You hold it, dude. Hey,
and then they have to get out of the wheelchair to walk in, and then you're like,
and they have to go up the ramp.
It's
and
a miracle.
Miracle on Thin Ice. Miracle on Ice. What was that movie? Hockey?
Yeah.
No, but I used to do this in high school because I was a little bitch, where if someone was like super far away, I would hold the door open for them and make them try to see if I can get them to jog.
That's so good.
And the best was when it was an old lady with a walker or a fat gal or something, or a guy, whoever. And then if they ran and fell, you got extra points.
You got extra points. But for me,
I played with myself a lot.
Not
like that.
With dating a girl, so the past couple of relationships I've had, what I really enjoy is there's never been that expectation. Anytime that we go out to dinner or whatever, there's not that expectation of you should be paying.
Right.
Or, in fact, there are times where I go to pay and the person that I'm with is like, no, you got it the last 2 times or whatever. And I don't mind, even if I'm gonna be like, I'm still paying. Yeah, I appreciate the gesture of you saying, no, I want to, like, I just don't like entitled people. I don't like people that expect to be taken care of or what. It's so much easier and enjoyable to do, to take care of someone when they don't expect it. Right. When they do expect it, it's like, I don't really want to do this anymore. Yeah. Because now it's a chore. It's a job.
Yeah, literally every time you're like, well, she's not going to reach for it, or he's not going to reach for it, or whatever. Yeah. And look, this is only coming from my personal experience. So this is like my own experiences most of the time is if it's dating, it's going to be me with women. But I know so many... Well, we weren't dating. We were just fucking. What I know women too that also have they're like the opposite. They're the ones paying for everything because the guy that they're with either forgets their wallet conveniently or just either is jobless, which, pick a different guy. If he's leeching off you, pick a different guy. Yeah. Whatever. And I'm not saying that it's only women. It is 100% also, I say 100%. It is also a large majority of men that do the same thing.
Well, and for sure. And for me, there was a period of time in one of my relationships where I was not making a whole lot of money, but I would do everything that I could to pay for whatever. Or
she was very old fashioned.
Well, not just with her, but just in general. I was always, and there are some guys that are, so I'm comfortable with my lady making more money than me. Mm-hmm. But what I'm not comfortable with is her being the only breadwinner, or her being the one that takes care of me, and I sit back on the couch. Yeah. And I smoke weed, and I'm a lazy son of a bitch, and I don't do nothing.
Are you doing that?
I'm not doing any of that. But what I'm saying is, I've known people in the past where they've been in relationships where one person is working their ass off and the other person takes advantage of that and says they're looking for a job and they've been jobless for 6 months and they're sitting on the couch playing video games, smoking weed, or wasting their life away.
Parks and Rec, Andy and Ann.
Yeah. And so for me, that I could never do that.
Yeah.
Like I said, I can appreciate and I love an independent woman who has a good career and can make her own money and even makes more than me. You do you, boo. But I'm not going to allow you to 100% take care of me.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be a guy like if I got married again to someone who makes a shit ton of money, I'm not going to be like, okay, I'll just be a stay-at-home spouse and I'll take care of the house and I'll do nothing.
And I'll do this podcast.
And I'll do the podcast. Yeah. I would still have to contribute something even if if like she made really good money and I got the opportunity to then pursue a career that I wouldn't have done otherwise because I couldn't afford it. But I would at least be doing something.
Right. Yeah.
I can't stand when people just
I've seen that.
take free rides.
Yeah. Well,
it happens all the time.
Oh, all the time. And I am jealous of them. You know what, Colton? All of that aside or whatever, if you ever find a lady that makes more money than you,
probably,
which that won't be too hard because you make, well, your OnlyFans really isn't kicking off. But you have a good career. You have a house. You technically bought this house. I just help you pay for it and live in it and eat all of your food that when you're not here. You're a strong, independent man that don't need no man. You're doing just fine, buddy.
Thanks, babe.
But you for a while when I was working from home, I wasn't working as hard as I possibly could, probably. But now, I don't know where I was going to go with this.
I didn't know either.
But what I want to say is, Colton, you're doing just fine, and I appreciate everything you've done for me. And I'm so sorry. I know that this whole thing was you trying to tell me to pay you for the Chili's the other night. I totally forgot.
No.
He did actually buy me Chili's, and I didn't think to pay him back until just now. But I also wanted to say Taylor and I, so we've been together sexually and non-sexually, depending on what you consider sexual. So non-sexually. So Doug and Lisa, we've hugged. I think we've met before in person. We've never actually met.
I think one time we made eye contact.
Yeah.
But that was it.
And she immediately vomited.
Yeah.
Hey, man, you're supposed to go, no, you're handsome.
Into your and then you did a whole thing.
Okay.
It's a fetish thing, guys. You wouldn't understand.
Yeah. OnlyFans.com/fetishize exercise. Fetish exercise.
Fetishiza.
Never mind. Cut all of this out, Cole.
So bad.
Anyway, what I was saying is back to life, back to reality. The times that Taylor and I have gone out there, she will like physically get mad at me for offering to pay. Like, say we go out for dinner and then on next few nights we go out for dinner again, and she'll go like, "Babe, let me pay" or something, and I'm like, "No, I got it," or whatever, because I want to, because that's like a manly thing to do or whatever, and I want to be as manly as possible because I don't get that thing. I don't get to be manly all that often. And then the third time we go out and she's like, "If you pay for this, I'm gonna kill you," and I'm like, "Okay."
No, it's not. I don't think it's just a manly thing. I think it's a
old-fashioned-y. Because if I'm supposed to pay everything,
I think it's because you truly. You care, you enjoy her, and you want to take care of her. And so it's not an obligation. It's
I want to take
I want to
provide. Yeah.
Even though if it's not necessary.
Yeah.
Because I know that she is an extremely successful and attractive person.
What the dude? That's my woman.
No. Attractive.
And hot,
and I would kiss her.
All right, Taylor, get in here. She's kidding. She's not here.
No, but like,
actually, she should be here.
I just think that like it's just a natural thing to want to take care of. Even if there have been times where I'm struggling a little bit, but I would prefer to still pay for the bill or pay for whatever and be like, oh shit, this next week is going to be tight.
Yeah.
Just because it's like, I want to show you that I'm
What love is.
providing. Yeah.
Yeah. I get that. I think that's what it is too. It's just like we like to provide or whatever.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's not there. I mean, there were times I wasn't making a lot of money, and the lady that I was with knew that or whatever, and they would feel bad. They were like, "I really want to go out to eat, but you and I don't really have a lot of money, so let's like go and do whatever, like make the food that we're gonna like. If I wanted to order pizza, I'd be like, let's go get the pizza supplies and make it. Now that was fun. I made a barbecue pizza, but it was with a guy. Now that I'm thinking about it, it was with one of my old roommates.
And at the end of the night,
I ended up in his bed.
yeah. It ended the same as every other date you go on.
But he meant
girl or guy.
He meant nothing to me. Just kidding. I have a podcast with him. Didn't we make? Was that you?
I don't like barbecue, so no.
Well, I made mine barbecue. You made your white ass pizza.
Oh, probably. No, I do like barbecue. I don't like it on pizza. I like barbecue.
Yeah, the barbecuer. Do I look weird with glasses after not having them on for a while? Doesn't that look weird? Thanks, man. I don't remember your hair being this long.
Yeah, I hate it.
No, I'm just saying it looks bad.
I need to get it cut.
All right, so Colton, I know you do this 100%, but
okay,
I also do this 100%. Whenever not excluding me, say you're with one of your colleagues or coworkers or whatever the hell you want to call it.
Do they have to be a guy?
They can be whatever sex they want to be because it's 2021, Colton.
You're right.
That's so
sorry,
immature of you.
I apologize.
You're not dying on this horse. I'm not letting you. Okay.
Non-binary.
So, what? What does that mean again?
You don't identify as anything. You can be whatever you want to be.
How do you? I thought that was the Army. I mean, it was right there. But I know you. But do you do this whenever you have someone else in your car, say like a coworker, cohort, some random person you picked up off the highway because you're really nice, and then they take you at gunpoint, and you actually got your car stolen? We have a GoFundMe for Colton Pettijohn. His car got stolen. That was like how I tried to get to it. But say you have like a coworker in your car.
Sometimes you're surprisingly funny.
Thank you. Like that. Sometimes you compliment me.
You're always funny, but sometimes you catch me off guard.
Sometimes you compliment me and mean it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was trying to be funny, but I forget. No, I was going to be serious here. Oh, got it. So if you have a coworker in your car, are you like me, and do you play music that you think when they hear it, they'll be like, man, Colton's kind of a cool guy? Or do you just play like the radio so it's not even really pressure? That's what I do. I don't want them to know that I listen to this song called Ass that my girlfriend showed me, talking about where guys are rapping about their friends' asses. So I have that on repeat, if that's what you're asking.
That's a really good question. A lot of times when I'm in the car with my friend, well, so if it's like a coworker, most of the time we're talking too much to need music. Do you turn it on and turn it down? That's what I do. I hate when there's like not something in the background. I went to lunch today. I went to lunch. I went and grabbed a sandwich at QT and went back with a coworker, and I didn't turn music on. I didn't turn music on at all. I have not been drinking. So, but like take this. What is normally this? You brought this in here? I didn't even know. I couldn't see it. I've been sipping on it. Right. I normally don't like. I don't worry too much about playing my music because my music is obscure to where most people don't like know. Like a lot of my playlists, I'm like, I don't expect you to know this. Yeah. I mean, not all of it. Sometimes I have like mainstream hip hop or whatever, but like for a wide majority, I don't like forcing music down someone's throat. Just because I'm like, because also we've talked about this before, but like it will hurt my feelings if you don't like it.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, oh, okay.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess it depends on who the person is. If it's like you and I play you something and you don't like it, I'm like, oh. And then in my head, I'm also like, well, him. I like this. But most of the time now,
hardly
lately,
going to be any times where I openly say I don't like something of yours.
Oh, that's so good to know. So you're internally going, this fucking sucks.
Most of the time I like, no, most of the time I enjoy on some level. It may not be my favorite music, but I will enjoy, like the 90s or 2000s punk kind of music you listen to.
Yep.
Sometimes I like that music. I don't hate it. It's probably not something that I would listen to like in a playlist on repeat or whatever, but I do like.
Yeah, same with your music. The stuff you play, I enjoy it in the moment. I think it's like, because I know that's what you like. And
yes, look, that's exactly what it is.
Yeah, so I know that I'm not the one.
Unless it's something like literally keys on a chalkboard. Like, for the most part, I'm going to probably be like, okay.
Yeah. Look,
and I may never listen to it again or want to listen to it again, but...
Yeah, that's true. But I know that you're not the one you thought you knew back in high school. You never showed. You never goed. I was trying to do a Sum 41 lyric.
Oh, I was like, these
never
have
show
to be lyrics.
Never show and never go and never react to the... You know what? I don't even know what the lyrics are. I think that's right. I'm singing Fat Lip, if and you don't know. Never going, never growing, never show. I'm more of a never growing,
I'm a never grower
type guy. Anyway, that's Colton bitch ass Pettyjohn. This is Don Pedro, but in the biz we like to call this Drew Pettyjohn because I think I would change if we got married. I think I would change my name to Pettyjohn.
Oh,
because it would be Colton and Drew Pettyjohn. Come on, dude.
Oh,
I mean, it's right there.
Awesome.
Thank you. So Colton's middle name is Andrew, which I think that was the first thing that you told me after we made love. Or, I mean, we met. And I think you were like, hey, my middle name's Andrew. And I was like, hey, get the fuck away from me. But anyway, that's Colton and Andres Pettyjohn. And I'm Andres. What if my middle name was Colton? That would be cool. Does Colton short for anything?
It's... I got nothing.
We usually have more time for you to be like, oh, it's short for, yeah, I got nothing too. That's hard.
Cool. What would it be for?
I don't know. Remember when I thought I was funny and I hit on a girl in college? This was before, it was a guy, actually, because I never talked to a girl before Taylor.
Yeah.
Her name was like Sam or something, and her name was Beth. Okay. And I was like, oh, is that short for Samantha? Instead of like Elizabeth. Yeah, she never talked to me again. He never talked to me again. Anyway, that's Colton Andres Pettyjohn, and I'm Andres Michel Boldin.
Oh, I like that.
And we're really random. Can you follow our fucking Instagram? It's right here. At Instagram. I do that every time. Instagram.com/ReallyRandumb. It's right here. Literally the whole podcast. Colton, do you have anything else to say before I ruin this show anymore?
No, I had fun, and
I'm so glad.
I love you, and I will be praying, even though you may not want it.
You know what?
I'll be with you the whole weekend week.
Thank you.
I know situations like this. He'll be gone for the rest of the week, out of the house. In
personal matters. We didn't want to divulge in this one, but we'll talk about it soon.
But I do love you, and let me know if there's anything I can do for you. And I always have fun doing this fucking podcast.
Hey, I'm gonna take a flight out. Can I have your card?
Yeah.
Anyway, that's Colton Andres. I'm Andres Michel. Clancy, you always know that's our boy. He's the DJ of the song.
Baby.
Take us out, baby. Kisses.
Oh, me.
Let's do it again. Oh, wait. Was that? Were you asking?
No, but you can if you want.
Ready?
To. 3, 2, 1.